3 months ago, if you would have told anyone, including myself, that we would be finishing this school year online, I would have told you, you're crazy. Now let's jump to now. Holidays are basically canceled, families are being torn apart, and students of all ages are sitting in front of their computers for hours on end doing schoolwork, many of which are either unemployed or working at an essential job, being overworked and underpaid. During all of this, we can see many people turning to their faith. We can see faith within the acts that either we are doing or by our communities being forced to restructure almost everything to support local small businesses, our elderly, and many of our essential workers. In the first reading, it states, "For there was no needy person among them, for those who own property or houses would sell them, bring proceeds of the sale, and put at the feet of the apostles, and that they were distributed to each in accordance to need." This is something that we can all understand in today's world more than anything. Those of us who have something to give are giving to those who have little. Maybe it's your family ordering from the small restaurant down the street every night. Or maybe you watch the viral TikTok of someone randomly giving $100 to grocery store workers. Or maybe it's just someone taking care of patients at the local nursing home, helping them to keep their mind off of what's going on in the world right now. Personally, I can see my faith growing day by day simply because of the acts I'm seeing in my community. I see a mom who wakes up early and comes home late from working with dementia patients. They don't understand why they can't go outside for a walk or why their husband or wife hasn't come to see them in a month. If our gospel, the first reading, second reading, and the psalm have conveyed any message to us, it's that we should give back in any way we can. That even if we can't visibly see someone struggling, try to give back however you can. A good way to spread your faith is to show how your faith can actually do good for people. In the Acts of the Apostles, it tells us that we should give back with physical goods. The gospel tells us we should give back in spiritual goods. Now, when I say spiritual goods, I don't mean you should go force your religion or your spiritual belief on somebody. Rather, show someone how it can be compassionate, generous, and how it can help you support other people. Many of us believe in a religion. Some of us may never have been able to physically see the person, people, or whatever you believe in or idolize. But we still will believe in them. We all can relate to this by looking at the Eucharist. In the Gospel, Thomas tells Demetrius that he won't believe until he feels the nail holes in Jesus' hands. Now, if you think about it, do you believe? Have you ever seen Jesus? Have you ever felt Jesus, like physically in the person? But when we go out for Eucharist, we place our hands one on top of the other, and then when we receive the bread, the body, in the palm of our hands where the nail's hole would have been. Do you believe?